shatter escorts. You will shatter escorts. But you live in London. When you are going back to London, when you are going back to Canada, when you go back to America, when you go back to Europe, you don't need escort. You can even enter train. Public train, no matter what you carry. If you like, you carry bags of money, nobody cares. You withdraw your bag, enter public transport, even bus, you will enter and go to your house. But in Nigeria, you have to make sure that you are going to Nigeria to spend 1 week. You will keep like 10 million naira for security, just to pay for the people that will guard you. And yet, you will come back to Europe, come back to America, come back to Asia, come back to Canada, and they tell me Nigeria is a beautiful country. Nigeria will happen to you always.
Thing they know about where you come from is corruption, environmental degradation, all sort of evil things. So many times, if you wonder why you fight and you're doubting whether you should continue, your present condition is the reason why you must fight to extricate yourself from the present condition of enslavement, present condition of nobodiness, and just a sense of being a human being that says no to bullies. Being able to one day get a question from your own son or your own daughter about what great men and women did to make their country free, and you are able to say what you did for your own. Being able to rewrite history to reflect our collective desires. More than 3,500 of our people, men separated from their wives, boys who have become men in jail, husbands snatched from their wives.
Did you just hear that? Boys, they will become men in jail. Boys, you will see a 13-year-old boy. You will see a 14-year-old boy. You will see a 20-year-old boy. He will be taken away to prison for no reason. For no reason. No trial. And by the time he come back, he will be 50 years. And no trial. And then nothing will happen. And nothing is going to happen. That is where you come from. And you run away to America, to Britain, and you are there. Pra, 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 pra. Even parrot speaks reasonable. Parrot don't speak for no cause. Never seen. As we are welcome, I beg greet Biafra before we go on.
Good evening, Biafrans all over the world, wherever you are watching from. This is Biafra Battle Cries on TV. And it's my pleasure to join our brother here to make another evening broadcast. So let's join and make a headway and bring some hidden things to light. Thank you very much. Yeah.
They will move.
Fathers taken away from their kids and locked up in squalors, in conditions that are terrible. Let them know we are not the generation that will.
I would just want to ask us one simple question. How would you feel to grow up knowing that policeman shoot your papa for head, they die? And you ask, what did my papa do? They tell you, say your papa don't do anything. How would you feel grown up knowing that police or Funani killed your father, killed your mother, and the police were there, army were there, they couldn't do anything? How would you feel growing up in the midst of riffraffs and rogues and criminals in jungle in Lagos, close to Lawance. There's a place they call Bola. That place, you go there, where they heap dirty, people they sleep there, people they live there, bad life, they smoke there. Most of them are not there because they want to be there, but circumstances took them there. How would you feel to find yourself in such place and they will tell you, police kill your mama, police kill your papa, and you will come out one day, you will see police and you have gun, you will not kill him? Because your life is not meaningful to you again. Your life is so useless that you don't even need it. That's why I don't blame Shehu for slapping police. How would you feel to grow up and know that police had done me kill your papa, police had done me kill your mama, police had done me frustrated your generations, and any small thing police do around you, go the fear, the trauma don't go. The trauma is still there.
Organize peace and reconciliation. There will be accountability for each and every one of you for the torture, psychological and physical, deprivation of liberty, inhumane and degrading treatment, unfair trial, battery, humiliation on a daily basis. There will be no Mandela in Amazonia. There will be a Paul Kagame. Our forces in BRGIE, one of the biggest operations in the past years, led by General Vulture, General Mad Dog, Lieutenant General Kapo, and General Kumbo. We have been working extremely very hard in the past months to bring them together, to create harmony, and to celebrate every step of collaboration between them so that it can foster togetherness for effectiveness. It will not be easy, because we know there are thousands of people out there who exploit little differences to create a lot of noise. But we will continue to work very hard to make sure that the identity of forces are maintained, but that they can work together on every form or shape in furtherance of the aspirations of our people and in the defense of our land. In Mezam, the warriors of urban guerrilla warfare who have been fighting La République du Cameroon in the biggest urban city in the world, in Amazonia, were very successful. They shut down the city as our people stayed home, but they made sure that at Mchuobo, at T Junction, at Mine 90, in different parts of the city, Old Town, we made sure we attacked them, any attempt to violate the laws of the land. In Meme, a joint operation by the Southern Cameroon's Defense Forces under Dr. Akwanga and the Amazonian Defense Forces went on a joint operation and assaulted the enemy. In Tombel, the forces there also made sure that they dealt a big blow against the enemy. And I know some of you listening to me, you will want me to be tried by the International Criminal Court. I don't give a damn. Listen to me carefully. I don't give a damn. I will continue as a leader to respect international humanitarian law and to make sure we conduct ourselves with utmost respect for human lives, human dignity. But La République must know that I will assault them, I will authorize assault on them wherever possible in Amazonia and in La République du Cameroon. no peace in Amazonia, there will be no peace in La Republic du Cameroon. Wherever they plan, they plot, they scheme to attack us in our land, we will take the war to them whenever and however we know. You must know me by now. I fear no one, no country. You want to put me in jail, you want to kill me, you want to do what? Get the hell out of our country. There will be no compromise. There will be no discussion on that. There will be no blinking. There will be an end to Cameroon's presence in Amazonia, or there will be war for the next 500 years. The world should listen to this carefully and take note that Amazonians will fight for the next 500 years to make sure that there is freedom for them and that alien rule does not become a new normal in the 21st century. I thank the generals in different parts of our territory who rose up to pick up arms against an existing threat to our existence and survival, and have remained doggedly committed to the liberation of our homeland. There will be no shortcuts. There will be no white flag. There will be no compromise. They have occupied our land. They have close to 4,000 of our people in their jails. They are exploiting our resources. Our right to the freedom of speech, to liberty, security, conscience, and thought is in their hands. We have nothing left to compromise on. We demand, and we will stand to demand, an end to the occupation of our land. Until then, there will be war on every street, everywhere La Republique lurks, all of its interests within our territory, within its territory, associated with planning and scheming for the attack of our country. We have a right to dignity, to freedom, to peace. We have a right to the pursuit of happiness. It is the right bestowed to us by virtue of our existence. It will not be held in abeyance to us living as slaves under alien colonial rule. I ask our people not to blink. Cameroon was never prepared for this generation. That is why it's been experimenting with all methods to defeat us. But we are wiser. We are tougher. We understand the tool. We have the toolkit. We are intellectually capable of understanding what it takes to undermine them, what they are scheming and plotting, what strategies they have used before. Cameroon was never prepared for us. Bribery has not worked. Killings have not worked. Burning of homes have not worked. All forms of enablers planted amongst us as elites to do their bidding has not worked because we have the power to arrest them. Jailing of our people has not worked. Trying to portray us as terrorists, kidnappers, we don't give a shit. The greatest kidnappers and terrorists are those who have 5,000 of our people in jail. The greatest kidnappers and terrorists are those running amok on our street with armored cars. So you want to attack our forces, kidnappers, go to hell, leave our land. Leave our land. We don't give a damn what anybody thinks. Because for 62 years, terrorists from Cameroon have murdered students, shot them at point blank range. They've dropped grenades on armless civilians. Their arms and limbs have been chopped off. Women have been massacred. Over 120 massacres have occurred in Amazonia. Thousands of villages burned. War crimes committed. Crimes against humanity. Genocide. Who the hell do you think you are to turn and want to call those defending their lives with assault rifles, giving them names? Amazonian soldiers should not give a damn about what any of them think. Whatever you are called. They call Mandela a terrorist. He became the guy who ruled South Africa and set them free. They call Yasser Arafat a terrorist. They gave them Nobel Peace Prize. If we will all take the names they assign to us and be free, don't give a damn. I want you to remain committed to armed resistance. Forget about the politics. They understand no other language. They know no tolerance. They know no compromise. They know nothing in the toolkit of democratic dispensations. They believe in brute force. They believe in bribery. They believe in corruption. They believe in all the things that are antithetical to what we are fighting for. Our only hope is armed resistance. We must arm ourselves to the teeth that a newborn baby who is born tomorrow, the first gift you should give that child is a rifle. To tell all our neighbors, to tell all those inside that we will never again allow ourselves to be threatened. We will never allow the first democracy in the continent of Africa not only to lose the democratic pluralism that existed, but to lose its own land. It's a tragedy. Armed resistance is our only hope. We will talk when they want to talk. We will fight when they want to fight. So I want to assure you that we are winning. I know you don't know how victory looks because you've never felt it. But if you want to feel victory, just close your eyes and think about yesterday. Your power. We are nobodies. We are nobodies. But we had the power to shut down our country. We had the power to humiliate these gangsters, these enemies of our existence. We disgrace them. And our forces have the marching orders. All those who enabled, all those who attempted yesterday to participate in a day that symbolizes our pain, we will get you arrested. We will get you arrested. I just watched a video of some mothers in Babanki, big Babanki, attempting to demonstrate against us. It's a shame. And I'm glad they are arrested. I'm glad they are arrested. But I ask our forces to treat them with dignity and respect and protection. Just come to think about it. For 62 years, some invaders took over our land, murdered everybody that spoke, that stood against them. For the past 7 years, they've burnt several villages, including villages in Big Babanki. They've murdered people. I know a father, a dad in Babanki that was murdered, shot point blank range on the head. They have captured thousands of our people and put them in jail. This is what these mothers should be protesting against. To get their children back from Kondengi. To get their husbands back from prison. You would expect these mothers to rise up and ask this enemy to leave our land. But they allow themselves to be instrumentalized, to be used as bait. You don't want amber. Get the hell out of amber if you don't want amber. You don't want amber, go out of amber. You can move to La Republique. The border is open. Get the hell if you don't want amber. It's our land. There will be no compromise. We have set up systems that can curtail excesses by our forces. We are instituting processes and institutions that will enable our soldiers to work with our civilian population. We are working on a tax law that will make sure that people can pay some minimum regulated amount to our forces so they can use the money to at least open little hospitals. You have soldiers who have been killed because they were wounded. They had to go take treatment in public hospitals where they were taken out and murdered. You have those mothers dying in the neighborhood because of malaria and typhoid. And we expect our people, irrespective of the limitations of our forces, never to side with the enemy. That simple thing irrespective of the limitations of our forces, you may protest about a certain action. But to rise up against the defenders of our freedom and our territorial integrity, get the hell out of the land, cross the border into La République. I just read a message from UNHCR Yaoundé congratulating La République so-called Unity Day. It's an abuse, total abuse. The United Nations has declared colonialism as crimes against humanity. And for a United Nations institution to be celebrating a day of our demise, a day of impunity in our land, is a huge abuse. And there will be consequences. There will be consequences. The United Nations manipulated the trusteeship system and transferred sovereignty over Ambazonia to La République du Cameroon. Abandoned us to be occupied. And we've been treated like slaves for 62 years. And on a day that selfish tyrant took over our land, you are sending messages celebrating that day. It's like you're sending a message celebrating the genocide over Rwanda or over Biafra. We are marching forward. I am speaking to forces across the different states, trying to see how we can work together to build stronger armies that can protect territory, that can create institutions, that can foster our educational system. They take over your land through the kind of education they feed you with. We will alter our system of education as we are doing. We, in the next few weeks, providing access to knowledge that will empower our people. If you want to be a farmer, you will grow crops and be able to send your children to school and live in dignity. If you want to be a mechanic, you will have the certification where even if you fly to London, you will be recognized as a mechanic to repair a car. We will alter our system of education. You will be taught Ambazonian history. Cameroon history is banned in Ambazonia. It's distorted, it's doctored. And it's a history that breeds corruption and that breeds enslavement. A broken health system is a system that destroys the economy of a country and destroys the integrity of the country. We will overhaul our health system. For every Ambazonian sick, you will be tested, your disease will be diagnosed, you will have free medical assessment and free medical treatment. A healthy population is a productive population. A productive population creates wealth. A wealthy population has dignity. That is the essence of our struggle, and we aren't blinking. All man a place day. God bless Ambazonia. God bless Biafra. Our only
one day, just round up the program, guy make sure because I need check. I just make your closing remark, guy make sure because I need check Simon. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Biafra. Thank you for joining us tonight in recognition of Ambazonian certificate given to our Prime Minister, Samuel. Today, if you go to his Twitter handle, you can see the certificate they gave him today from the Ambazonia Ambassador for Peace is there. I think I will put the link here on the comment section so that you'll be able to go through if you don't have the Twitter handle for our Prime Minister, Samuel. I'm just pressing it now. You can see it there. So we'll be closing now to join our Prime Minister, Samuel, to hear what he's going to say on the current affair, depending on what he has already on the table or what has prepared or dished out to give us tonight. And we'll be glad to hear from him. Please, if you have pen and paper, get it ready. If you have friends and family, share the broadcast to him. Share it to the family and friends that you have. Tonight's broadcast is going to be a very wonderful one by our Prime Minister. So from me here is Biafra Battle Cry Channel TV. And with me in the studio is my host, Just Ray, Biafra Voice 247 TV, here in Biafra Media Autopilot Warrior channel. Thank you very much from me from here. Good evening. I see you in a short minute while we are joining our Prime Minister. Thank you very much. See you again.
Zoo is panicking. They are panicking. I love it. They are panicking. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are live and we are direct. They are panicking. Zoo is panicking. Zoo is panicking. It is the truth. I tell you the truth. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're holding my life, you take it. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.